Working on your live stream. You're live. We're live.
Woo, we made it.
Live for another week. Episode 9 of the Arena of Audacity podcast. Featuring me, the fat fella himself, Matt Jones. And as always, my partner in crime, Jay Spoon.
What is going on,
Joshua
everyone?
Weatherspoon.
Welcome back in.
Up. Oh, man. So how's it going?
Well, just another week and another dollar, I guess. Just
another dollar.
Yeah, just trying to make it to football season.
Yeah, see, this is why you should be a baseball fan, because we got plenty going on right now.
Baseball's not a sport. Anyways.
Baseball is awesome.
So, yeah. Just coming in another week. It's getting hot as balls here, so
balls. Yeah, it's supposed to be 105 on Monday.
Yeah. Oh God, gross.
Good old Memorial Day. We used to have to wait till 4th of July for it to be hot as balls.
Yes.
And now global warming.
Mm-hmm.
Fuckers.
Yep.
So yeah. So Memorial Day coming up though.
Yep.
Taking any extra time off, or you just got Monday?
No extra time off. I will be home midday Monday-ish. So unless I don't go into the office, we'll see.
How is Monday or Memorial Day for real estate?
Hit or miss. Most of the time I'm not in the office all the time, so it doesn't. So yeah.
Do you make a lot of sales on that day though?
No.
No?
Not unless I have a bunch of houses sitting around, but not this year.
So this isn't like a car salesman.
No.
People aren't coming in looking for that hot new Jeep Cherokee.
No.
Although now people will be coming in looking for that hot new used 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh gosh.
Because you gotta love that chip shortage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, I'm taking extra days.
Oh, how many?
Tomorrow and Friday off.
Wow.
Yeah, 5-day weekend.
Just relaxing, I guess.
Deucing out, man. I need time off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, time off so I can sit right here and play video games.
So you can gear up and get ready for Fast 9.
When is that coming out?
Sometime next month. I don't know.
I think we're talking about. I think it's June 25th, something like that.
It's out worldwide right now.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. I'm apparently. Now I told you that we would have the first movie experience together.
Yeah.
And now.
Oh, here we go. Days off.
Now, not now, but I guess I got some friends who want to go see the Cruella.
What? Why?
It's the movie theaters, man.
Why?
It's the power of the movie theaters.
What? No,
plus they're huge Disney fans.
Not that movie. I'm a huge Disney fan. Not that movie.
See, and I don't want to see it either. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to popcorn and a giant ass Pepsi. That's what I'm looking forward to.
But why?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's Disney, and I think it's just the excitement of it. Which, I can't be angry at anybody for that. It is exciting, but I'm also like,
but what excitement
so many
is
better
there?
movies coming out.
You're gonna watch her gather her collection of other exotic animals before she goes hunt the Dalmatians and lose?
See, that's what I'm confused about. Is why are we making a movie that's going to show Cruella de Vil as the good guy until she turns evil? Are we just looking to make a female Joker?
I don't know.
Because I can't handle the Reddit memes with all of the, the female neckbeards out there being like, "Oh, I'm such a Cruella. I'm such a Cruella."
Most of them probably don't even know who Cruella actually is.
I would doubt that. I think most of them are Disney nerds.
It's just, but why? Was that me or you?
I have no idea.
You gotta think my ringer
that was
should be
not
off.
me.
That
was definitely you. That was you, sir. That's a cool background. Is that moving?
Yeah, it's a video.
Nice. That's cool.
Brought to you by Samsung.
Yeah. But it's brought to you by iPhone? Privacy.
Oh my God, sure.
Got the new 14.5.1. All of my apps ask me now, "Hey, can we share your data?" And every time I say no.
Okay.
No, you can't. Only people who get to spy on me are Apple.
Yes, and Apple's just storing that data so that somebody can collect it later.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But nobody's collecting it now.
Oh my God.
That's the important part. Facebook isn't making money off of me now. That's what matters.
Until you find out that they're in cahoots with Apple this whole time during this Fortnite trial. Or Epic versus Apple trial.
Which apparently Apple is losing. I don't know much of what's going on, but every time I see these headlines talking about that, Apple is just getting skewered by the lawyers right now.
Well, I mean, realistically, every app store out there is out there to stick it to the creator, basically. It like back when we were doing Project Reggie. Shout outs to that back in the day. Back when we were doing that, every share that we would have gotten on any platform was a some sort of a 60-40 or 70-30 split, where yes, we'll be making a bigger piece of it, but in terms of us creating it and just putting it on the platform, they're taking a big chunk of nothing. Like they're like, okay, we're just sitting back and you get to use our platform. We're going to take a big chunk.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Which I get. I understand. It's shitty, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Which is why if you're going to put anything out there, put it on Steam.
No, Steam's the worst.
Don't put it on Steam.
Steam is the worst in terms of, especially if you are the just starting out developer or producer or whatever. Like, I feel for the development team that made Valheim, because there was just 3 or 4 of those guys, and they put it on Steam. So that means that their cut probably was a 60-40 cut, because they're not a big developer. Mm-hmm. Big developers get better cuts when they can produce more in terms of getting more money revenue. Mm-hmm. So if they hit a certain revenue plateau, then they get a better cut than what anybody as a smaller developer could get.
Which makes sense.
So, yeah, they made a boatload of money, but they could have made more of a boatload of money if they put it on, Epic or GOG or something like that.
Which, sure, but I mean, everyone knows Steam.
Yeah, but I mean, that's always the argument. Oh my gosh, it's Steam. Oh. Look, and I'm going to take you back down my memory lane.
Oh, shit.
So, when I started playing on PC, when I was starting out on that 56K dial-up, and there was no Steam, and
everything came on 17 floppy disks.
Everything was on your disc and your CD key. And if you didn't have a CD key, you were trying to let your friend borrow your disc so they could install it, and you had to go and try to crack a CD key or pirate a CD key or what have you, or oh, hey, don't be online right now using my CD key because I'm about to jump online and it's going to kick you off because I'm trying to get on, and then you're going to kick me off because you're trying to get on. So what are you doing? It's my CD key, please. Don't come on my time.
That's why I never played Diablo 2. You were always on it, so I was like, why don't we even have this?
So then Steam came around, and everybody back then was like, I don't want to get on a platform that I don't get a CD key for. Why am I going to do this? This is stupid. Everybody was saying that. Nobody wanted to be on Steam. And then all of a sudden now, you turn it around, 10, 15, 20 years later, now everybody's like, I'm not going to leave Steam. Why am I going to go into a different platform? Blah, 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 blah. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like, I've embraced everything. I embraced Steam when it came out. I embraced every single other launcher that came out because who cares? It's going to get me the game. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. It's fair. It's fair. I mean, I've got Steam. Yep. I've got Epic. I have an EA account that I can't get into. Which is probably for the best. We talked about it last week. The Sims. Mm-hmm. It's soul crushing is what it is. Even though now I just have City Skylines, which is also a little soul crushing. Yes. But it makes me feel good because I get to create Mega City 1.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man. So I mean it sucks, and I mean it's gonna ebb and flow. Eventually, it's gonna get to the point where either people are gonna start providing their own private server, but I mean that's the thing I won't do. I won't download from your private website.
No.
Because I have no fucking idea. Because that was the thing. Speaking of Sims, with the original Sims, that's what you used to do to get new skins.
Yeah. A lot of peer-to-peer stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool. And you could just download stuff. And as long as you were like, hey, so I'm downloading one skin that, is cool, and it's 4 kilobytes.
Yeah.
And then you try to go download the second one, and it's like, hey, this is 32 megabytes.
Yeah.
Like, you're a virus.
Yeah.
Now with Lime not learned that lesson.
Oh God, LimeWire, Napster. Oh,
Never had Napster. My friends had Napster. I never had Napster because I thought I was taking a moral stance. You know, the musicians need to
With
get
Lars?
paid. Yes,
Get outta
with
here.
Lars, and Master P. You know, and trying to buy his son a new private island. I thought I was taking a stance, and then
I can't upgrade to the G5 airplane.
and then I got LimeWire, and then I realized, yeah, I'm not good at this at all. It's a good thing I didn't have Napster, because then I would have killed the family computer instead of just my computer.
Oh God, yeah. So I mean, it's crazy. Now see, that was you that time.
That was me. My wife's home.
Yeah. So it's just crazy to think of in terms of how people think about those kind of platforms. Like to me, I think Epic is doing a great job in terms of giving options because they're giving developers and a little bit more of a cut. Allegedly, I don't know. I haven't read too much into it because I'm not living in that scape right now.
Yeah. Right now.
But,
Continue.
and then also as well too, I know that Epic likes to throw money at developers and say, "Hey, bring your game over here to be an exclusive," because that's what they do for. Like they did it for Borderlands 3. They did it for a bunch of other different games that a lot of people cried about because it's not on Steam for a year. Oh my God, just get it on Epic. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean, if you know, because I don't, I'm not in that world whatsoever. I'm still fairly new to PC gaming.
Yeah.
I ebb and flow. Xbox till I die.
Jesus Christ.
No, if they're paying the developers, I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
I mean, like exclusivity deals kind of piss me off. Like for instance, I really want to play the new MLB The Show, but you have to have one of the new Xboxes or a PlayStation 5 to get all the cool shit, like create your own stadium, which is something that my obsessive ass would totally be down for. But I don't have a new Xbox or PlayStation 5. I don't plan on getting a PlayStation 5. Kind of want a new Xbox. But I kind of got a car I'm working on, so I gotta make my choices there.
Yep.
But it's like you're thinking, I look at it and I go, okay, it's on the Xbox. The Xbox is essentially a PC. Why can't you make me a PC port?
Because Sony is always never going to cooperate. Like, I'm shocked that they let it be on Xbox Game Pass and on the Xbox itself in general.
Yeah.
So Sony is always the one to do any kind of external cooperation last. So, like, Microsoft and Nintendo have had a working relationship for the past, I don't know, 5 to 7 years maybe, in terms of getting Xbox games onto the Nintendo consoles. Haven't really seen any. No, I don't think we have gotten any Nintendo games on the Xbox console.
Phantasy Star.
That's a Sega property though.
Yeah, but it's still Nintendo. Nintendo owns Sega.
No.
Sega.
No, Sega still owns itself.
Do they?
Yeah,
I thought they bought that.
They just make games.
Oh,
They're just
fair.
a publisher.
Terrible Sonic games.
So
Shame on you.
so that, I mean, in Microsoft idea, that's great though. You're getting more of your product into the hands of people who probably don't have your console. So
yeah, and I don't know. I feel like in this environment, like there should be no reason why there isn't crossplay because we've proven that it's available.
Yep.
That's
Sony.
Yeah, exactly. There's no reason why you shouldn't have it on a game on every platform because it seems like. Now I get that like there's proprietary things, like there's stuff that Sony does, or at least I don't know what PS5 has different about it, but I know like for the longest time I think the PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3 spun discs backwards compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
The Xbox worked off of HD technology, Sony worked off of Blu-ray. I get it. Physical media is one thing.
Well, technology-wise, it's not really that limiting in terms of putting the game on it, I guess, except for when you're going from like, you know, the Nintendo to whatever other technology is out there, because you would have to then make two different, because they're built on two different platforms. You got the x86 platform and then the x64 platform. So it's two different ones. You got to build that game in two different scopes. So
me not knowing much about it though, I feel like that shouldn't be too big of a hurdle. Like, especially when you have a larger when you have larger game developers though, like I kind of feel like it's like the design and the I don't know, man. Like the software that you're using behind the scenes doesn't change. Like you're still gonna build. Like if you're using the Unreal Engine, you're still gonna use the Unreal Engine. It's not like you have to use the PlayStation instance of the Unreal Engine.
But you have to then, and we got a chat. We have a person in the chat here, Monica. Hi, how's it going? I am Matt's friend.
What's up, Monica? She just joined the team like on Monday. So like,
awesome.
Yeah, I've known her for like 2 or 3 days. What's up, Monica?
So, but okay, so we'll break it down a little bit. We don't get too stuck onto this here.
Okay.
But
yeah.
So when you're building out in your different platforms, yes, you can have. So in the early instances, yes, you can be like, hey, I'm going to save in this platform, and then I'm going to turn around and try to re-render it and save it in this platform. What could happen later, though, if you try to do that later on, is that something in the back-end code could not render correctly. And so, like, if it's, let's say, for instance, if it's like, hey, I'm looking for a letter A, but I just rendered it in the letter E. And now every time I'm looking for letter A, it's now erroring out in my code. And my code is now broken everywhere in that instance. That can happen in multiple situations in your coding when you're trying to do two different renderings. So it's not as simple as just turning it around.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it doesn't work like that. I wish it did. It doesn't, though.
I'm not going to lie. You started talking coding and a little. Like, I get it. I understand, kind of. So, question for Monica, though. What do you think about the VR world?
The VR world is, I was one of the early adapters. I had a HTC Vive when it came out. I thought it was really fantastic. My thing with it was that it was just too cumbersome. When, if I'm trying to play it by myself and whatnot, it was, okay, let me pull it out, let me get it all ready to go. And whatnot, people come over, it's like, oh, hey, let's try this out real quick, but it's going to take me like 20 minutes to set it up real quick, and then I got to take it all down. So that, to me, in terms of my setup that I had, a little cumbersome, and then there wasn't any, like, game-changing titles out for it at that point. There was a few, like, cool tech demos, but nothing really like, I need to get VR to get this game.
Well, and even then, it seems like the only, like, game that constantly pops out to me is Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Like, that game seems to have a huge following. Everything else, though, like, it doesn't seem worth it.
Loving Oculus. Fair enough. And don't get me wrong, I am looking into newer VR headsets because I'm thinking about getting back into that scope because there's more out there now. But as of right now, it's not, like, on the top of my list to get.
Yeah, and I have no desire whatsoever to get VR. It's not a knock on VR at all, but it's like, there's nothing out there that's catching my attention.
Yeah. Now, what are you doing on Oculus there, Monica, as we got your attention for just a second here? And we'll wait because we know chat is a little delayed.
Chat is a little delayed. Yeah, it's. I have to see what else is coming out because at this point, the only thing that would really interest me is I've seen apps that you can watch or that you can use to watch like movies.
Yeah,
and it makes it look like you're in a movie theater.
Yeah, and that was out when I had my Vive. Like I was sitting there watching like some TV shows and things like that.
Yeah,
like just sitting there in my chair, and I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. But it was like, okay, hey, this is cool, but
it also does completely like block you off the world.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, so PlayStation is moving into that realm. They've had their PSVR for a little while. They're redoing it now with the PS5 because they had to they were using the Move controllers before because, of course, Sony being Sony, they were like, oh, hey, something's hot. Let's hurry up and put it out because we want to catch the wave. So they made their headset, but they forgot to make controllers. So their old Move controllers that they did when they were trying to imitate the Wii, they used that for their VR headset. so it was super awkward. But so they're
Oh,
now,
the ones with the little balls on the end?
yeah. So now they went back to did some R&D. They're actually fully putting in some controllers now. So maybe it will be in my opinion, a little bit better because I did not like those move controllers. They were terrible.
That's fair.
It's not fun. I think it's that very roller coaster to play. I have a tough time. Yeah. So that's another thing with VR. Like most of the games that I was doing that was like fast motion, I had to make sure that it was a game that I was sitting down on because I'm a little susceptible, especially so there's games out there that I cannot play. So the Batman Arkham games, Horizon Zero Dawn, any game where the third person character is off center just a little will get me dizzy. Don't know why. Can't get around it. It's just the way that I'm visually looking at that. It makes my head hurt and gets me dizzy.
How are you on first person though?
No, I'm fine on first person. It's just that if it's a third person game where it's off center just by a little bit, it messes me up.
See, because I can do anything but first person.
Yeah.
And I take that back. I can do first person if it's Halo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's something with the movements in Halo that doesn't give me motion sickness, but every other first person view does.
Okay.
And I'm starting. It's getting bad the older I get. My body is just shutting down. Apparently,
I'm getting old.
I'm getting old. My back hurts. But like we were over at a friend's house, and he was playing Grand Theft Auto, and watching him drive in third person, started giving me motion sickness.
Oh my god.
I'm like, it's at the point now where like if I don't have control, I'm probably gonna get motion sickness. That could be some psychological thing about my need to constantly be in control, but I don't know.
That's a question for your therapist later.
I know, have to reconnect with my therapist.
But great questions, Monica. Great questions.
Yeah, keep them coming. We like interactions with the audience.
Yeah.
Which bringing us to our next thing, mostly going to be between the two of us, but absolutely throw your comments into the comment section.
Yes.
Because we do have a little something extra for everybody.
Yes.
We are going to rank Marvel movies.
Oh, shucky ducky quack quack.
Shucky ducky quack quack. Oh man! So here it is. We've got 5 categories now. We've got S, A, B, C, and D. You said you wanted to add a 6th.
We'll debate it. We'll debate it because I think there is at least 2 movies that I will categorize as an F. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to do chronological order or just the order that they have them up here in now?
You know what? Let's go chronological order because this is going to test your memory because I don't remember chronological order.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, thanks. Well, if we're going to start it off right, we're going to start it off with, now was it Incredible Hulk before Iron Man?
Oh, God, the terrible one?
No. That was just Hulk.
Okay.
Did I prepare for this? Well, buckle up. We're going in.
You know what? All right, let's not do chronological order. Let's just go in order that it's on the side.
All right, fine. Fair.
So the first one
Yep.
is, I can't see, that's too far away. What, Guardians of the Galaxy?
That is Volume 2 for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Volume 2. See, and this is going to be the hard part.
Marvel emojis.
What?
We need Marvel emojis.
Oh my god.
All right, so no, this is okay. So Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I was gonna say though, because this is gonna set the tone for the rest of the. No, we can go back and we can move things.
Yeah. We can move things if we feel like that. Hey, maybe I messed up here. Let me go and refresh this. So yeah. All right. So Volume 2. So what do you have on for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
All right, so I have to say that it has one of the best openings to a movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is going to be hard because the first Guardians of the Galaxy also has a great opening. So I think based off of that and the strength of the rest of the movie, because that's the one where they had Groot made the arm for Mjolnir, right?
No, that was in See? Avengers.
Terrible memory.
That was in Infinity War.
That was an Infinity War. Okay.
So let me break down Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 for you.
There we go.
Seems like you remember.
It's a fantastic idea.
So this is when Peter Quill met his dad, Ego.
Oh, yeah.
So it was,
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. And Ego was a planet, and there on that planet, Quill was, basically like a god.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is a low B for me.
Low B for you.
Because here's the thing: is that now that I remember,
dramatically off.
Now that I remember, I mean, if we're just going off of these 5 right here.
Yep. Now remember, okay, so let's break it down this way so everybody understands. So S category means that this is like top tier, like it can't be touched. It should be, you can watch it numerous amount of times. You love this movie. It's great. It's a masterpiece. It's going to go down in time as one of the greatest movies ever. A is a, great movie, fantastic movie. If it's on TV, you might catch it. Or, that kind of thing. B, it was great in the theaters. It was okay, but it's better than a DC movie. C, okay, so
we're on
Marvel,
DC's level.
Yeah, so yeah, you're on DC level at this point, Marvel. Let's see if we can pick it up. And D is gonna be like, okay, well, how did we go wrong here?
All right. I'm saying Volume 2 is still a B for me. Because it bookends really well. The beginning is fun.
Okay.
The ending is really fun. Mm-hmm. The middle, boring.
Gotcha. So for me, I would put it as a C level.
Ooh.
Because of the fact that in this movie, what did you gain from it? What did the MCU gain from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? The only thing you gained is that you gained Peter Quill's, you learn more, or it reaffirms that Peter Quill will go to extreme lengths for people that he loves. Like, he went and he fought his dad because he found that his dad killed his mom.
Yeah, and even then his dad's dead, isn't he? I mean, you really watch them solidify each other, or solidify as like a team in that movie. That's what it gave you, was that this is a family.
Yeah, but you didn't really need that in that movie. Like, yes, it was one of the greater openings. Yeah. Yes, Rocket was outstandingly hilarious. Yeah. But to me, there was no meat to the bone. It felt like it could have been a DC movie.
Okay. So you know what? I'm going to agree with you on that.
Baby Groot made it a B for me.
Yeah, but then Teenage Groot came in, and he's a dick. Okay, next one.
Okay.
Ant-Man. Okay, I gotta remember on this one because I'm confusing it with the second one.
So Ant-Man, fine. I'll just go first then.
Yeah, go first.
So
it's a better idea.
Heist movie. Good in terms of building up Scott Lang as Ant-Man instead of Hank Pym. I think it was a great casting all around. Like, everybody was casted.
It was a very well cast movie.
In that movie. Even like the subcast made it good too. Like, all of his cronies on his team perfectly cast. Even though T.I. was in there.
Yeah, morally objectionable, but he did well as an actor.
Okay. So Chat's already chiming in here. So Chat's saying that Ant-Man should be on the same level as Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh. See, I'm going to disagree with you on that. I do think that Ant-Man was a fun movie for the theaters.
I think, yeah, I would say Ant-Man is a B. It was still a good, solid Marvel movie. But it was a little bit of a twist at the time because it was a heist. Like, yeah, it wasn't like the same Marvel formula.
And it was also about Scott kind of trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
And the relationship with his daughter and all of that. Ageless Paul Rudd gets me every time.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa and Paul Rudd, apparently, huh?
So
right.
I think we're in agreement here. Sorry, chat. We're in agreement here. We're gonna put Ant-Man as a B.
Yeah.
Still a good, solid Marvel movie. Not on the DC level.
It is above a DC movie. If you put this up against any Superman movie that was made after 1979, it's better than that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So next one though, we got Avengers. Hold on. Let me try to read this. Gray squiggly line, space, gray squiggly line, space, gray. Age of Ultron.
There we go. Yes.
Yes.
All right. So Age of Ultron.
Did we watch the same movie? Damn, Monica coming in hot right now.
All right. No, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. We can disagree on this.
So
apparently we're gonna.
So Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
This is my least favorite Avengers movie, hands down. Because I do not like what they did with Ultron.
Okay.
He was not supposed to be a comic relief. Ultron is supposed to be one of the big bads. Like when you think of like the enemies that the Avengers went against, Ultron is up there right below Thanos. So Ultron level event is right below Thanos.
Okay. So I think now though we're getting to an issue with how Disney writes their villains. Disney doesn't write, with the exception, I mean, not even Thanos. Every villain has to be well-rounded.
Plus, hang on. I'm sorry. Aquaman A++?
Oh, no, she's saying that because of Jason Momoa.
Oh, my God. All right, whatever. Sorry. Okay, continue. No, let's not get caught up in chat here.
Can we delete chats? God damn it, Janelle.
So I understand what you're saying. Yes, I know. There hasn't been a lot of great Marvel villains in terms of Disney, with the exception of Loki and Thanos.
Because so with that in mind though, like none of their maybe I was thinking Ant-Man and the Wasp. Jesus.
Okay, I'll give you that on Ant-Man and the Wasp. Anyway,
so
jumping ahead.
The thing though is yes, they did Ultron kind of dirty. Mm-hmm. But if we think of the fallout from Sokovia and everything that it's touched, this movie made the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It introduced Wanda.
Yeah, it introduced Wanda. We got the Accords
We
out
got
of it.
the Accords.
So
we got Zevo.
Yes, it did push everything forward. I'll give you that. I can't rank it higher than any other Avengers movie is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's not my best Avengers movie.
I put it as a B. This is a solid B.
We'll put it as a B, yes.
Because even then
it's not on Guardians level.
No,
it's still better than a DC movie. I still like the fact that Elizabeth Olsen showed a lot of range. I don't want to say a lot of range, because her emotional scene when her brother died, like that's what sold me being Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. All right. Is that the first Avengers? First Avengers. Yeah. He's playing Galaga. I think that's what was the game he was playing?
No, it was Galaga.
Galaga? Yeah. That man is playing Galaga. Okay. See, in this, I don't know if it's nostalgia hitting in for me.
Okay.
I'm willing to put this as high as an A. No lower than a B.
I will agree with you. To me, the first Avengers, I went and saw that movie 4 times in the theaters. That's an A. Hands down.
Yeah. I'm not even going to debate that. That is an A. I just kind of want to talk about how great it is for a moment. Because it, like, how many people did it introduce us to? How many personalities did it develop? Mm-hmm. How many relationships came out of this?
Yeah.
And it was the first junction of the MCU. Mm-hmm. Everyone had their separate thing going.
Yeah.
This was the first time you saw them come together. And even then, as far as movies go, this is one of the first movies, in my opinion, that truly was like, we're pulling all kinds of heavy shit together. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's definitely an A. Remind me again, what was the S-Class?
S-Class is probably greatest movie, one of the greatest movies of all time.
Great. So it stands out on its own, basically. Okay, yes. All right. So we've got Ant-Man and Wasp.
Oh, Well, I mean, spoiler alert, I already went there, so we'll see what you want to go.
I don't remember your grade. So Ant-Man and Wasp. I it's hard for me to say that I liked it more than the first movie. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it sets up more. So like on a technical level, it should be graded higher.
Now, did the movie set up more, or did the end credit scene set up more?
I think the movie set up more. Because you introduced the Wasp.
What did she do?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Keep going.
No idea. You know what? You're right. I think the end credit scene set up more. But I mean, it was... I'm going to take back everything I just said. This is a C. This is a C movie. This is how terrible my memory is. Yeah. I have to talk myself through some of these things. This is a C movie for me. It's fun. It's entertaining. The sidekicks have more scenes, so it is funnier. But there were some things like somebody on Reddit brought up the idea that Hank Pym, you can shrink and grow anything he wants.
Yeah.
The weight of that item doesn't change. So when he shrunk the building and then was just sort of taking it around like it's luggage, he'd have been dragging gravel with him. Like blacktop would have been breaking when he's trying to take this. Like there's no wheel strong enough that he could have rolled that thing around. C or D. Yeah, Monica, we're agreeing with you on that one. It's the end credits for me. Yeah, I'm calling it a C. It's not a D because it's not a waste of time.
Okay,
we're getting to some of those. I'm saying it's a C.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Black Panther.
Black Panther. Okay. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first on this one?
However you want to do it.
All right, I'll go first on this one. Sets up a whole new branch in the MCU. Introduces a whole shit ton of characters. Visually stunning. It's a turn away from the normal when you're looking at superhero movies.
Yep.
And from just a social aspect. Because I remember you telling me about this. We're about to get a little bit more serious than we normally are, chat. If you watched last week, you'll know we can go this route. Serious. I'm not talking others. But I remember you talking about it, though. And the impact that it had for you personally.
Yeah.
And someone like your son, who has a hero that is a traditional hero makeup that he now can point to and say, like, hey, I'm just like him.
Yeah.
So I have to say, I don't personally see it in an S category, but it's absolutely an A.
Yeah, no, it's definitely an A. Not an S. Not an S, but it's definitely an A. Yeah, just visual story, what it set up, what it meant to a lot of people. Yeah, it's definitely an A.
Yeah. It's I mean, there's a lot of as far as storyline for the MCU too. There's a lot of things branching off of it. It's like Avengers. A lot of different storylines are going to branch from this one movie.
Yeah.
All right. Are we being PC? No. Because, this is heartfelt. This isn't I can't even remember the term for it. Cool. What's this one? Captain America?
That's the first Captain America.
First Captain America.
And this is probably where we're going to disagree.
It is okay. I understand that chronologically, Iron Man and Thor kicked off the MCU.
Yeah.
For me, Captain America kicked off the MCU.
Oh, God.
I am giving Captain America no less than a B, as much as an A.
Okay. It's definitely not an A in my book. So with me, with the first Captain America movie, it felt too much montagey. Like a lot of the fight scenes were just montage. There wasn't enough of a battle between him and Red Skull. It was a lot of like trials and tribulations, and then montage fight scenes, and then a quick 10-minute battle with Red Skull.
See, and I think all of that. So the pace of the movie to me always felt like we're watching this movie not from an outsider's perspective. We're watching it kind of from just a side view of Captain America. We're watching.
So then that's a Peggy Carter movie. You should have just made
Agent
Carter
no,
instead of a show into a movie.
Not necessarily. See, I think of it more as like the memory from Captain America. He's trapped in the ice. He's remembering everything that's going on. You're going to focus on the heavy stuff. So you're going to have the slow scene that builds up to him jumping on what he thinks is a live grenade. And then you're going to have the quick things where it's like he's going through fight scenes. That's not what matters. Because fighting at that point, he has the super soldier serum in him. That's not important. What's important is that Bucky falls from the train. And he's got to chase down Red Skull. And the moments he has with Peggy. Those are what matters, and that the pacing was deliberate. Because if you just focused on Captain America as a fighter, you're never going to be able to convince audiences at that point that Captain America is also a thinker.
Okay. And I think that we're still following into the trap of MCU villains, because I think that they gave Red Skull injustice here, because he's not just like a behind the scenes kind of guy. Like Red Skull is out in front. Like, I'm here. This is my plan. Like, come try to stop me, Cap. We're gonna battle due time, Red Skull. Like when they brought up, and this is the blemish I'm gonna have against Infinity War, is that when they brought him back, quote unquote, brought him back for Infinity War, and he was the keeper of the Soul Stone somehow. I don't even know how that shit happened. Like the Tesseract teleported him, and then he became the keeper of the Soul Stone. Like, what? Hang on. Anyways, whatever. I digress. That it didn't, like, I don't know. It just didn't hit home for me. So I wouldn't put it as an A.
Okay.
It's still not a DC movie.
No.
So yeah, it would definitely probably be in the B category in my opinion.
I'm gonna acquiesce on this one and give you the B. I in my opinion it is. I mean, because it introduces the Tesseract. It shoots off the whole next generation of MCU. But we're gonna move on because we are already at 40 minutes.
Well, and then they changed the Tesseract from the Time Stone to the Space Stone. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
All right, Civil War.
All right, so Civil War is probably going to be my first S-class movie.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to wholeheartedly disagree with you on that one.
All right.
This is a B.
A B?
A B.
For Civil War?
This is fun in the movies. And no, it's not.
Yes, I know it didn't do the same comic book storyline, but it still had the effect that you needed for the MCU. They gave you something that affected the whole MCU. Like, it broke the team.
Yeah, but it didn't break the team for long.
Because you had a freaking a galaxy level threat that came to bring the team back together.
I can't give it an S. If we're talking about movies that stand alone on their own, as considered greatest, I can't. Civil War is really good. To me, it is a solid high B movie.
B movie?
Yeah.
Not even an A?
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No, because here's the thing: if Avengers came on, or if Black Panther came on, just like TBS is showing shit, I'd sit down and watch them. Okay. If Civil War came on, I'd see what else is on.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, I'll concede. I mean, I don't want to concede to a B. I'll concede to an A, but I won't.
See, Monica's also on my side on this one. She's also saying, yeah.
Wow.
I'm saying we split the difference. I guess I'll put it in an A. Because it's not like I won't come back to it. This is no Shawshank. okay, this isn't one of those movies that I'm going to see and be like, yes, I have to watch this.
Yeah,
But,
it just so cinematography wise though too. You have to think about some of those stunts that they did in that movie were a lot of physical stunts. When they jumped from that building, that was real. It was on wires, but it was real. When they were running through traffic, that was real. Like, that wasn't CGI.
Yeah, they were on wires, weren't they?
They were on treadmills.
So, okay, and so Janelle is asking, so if you can't give it an S, why are you dropping it to B? Because an A movie is, in my mind, a movie that if you're at home, you have your time, your precious time that you're using to actually devote to watching a movie, and it comes on. A movies I'm gonna watch. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna kind of question and be like, am I ready for this? And then most of the time the answer is gonna be yes. To me, S ranking is like a Shawshank. I don't care where in the movie it's at. I am putting Shawshank Redemption on, and you know that. It's a B movie. It's a good theater movie, but it's not one that if I ever saw it on TBS, I would immediately think like, yeah, sure. No, I'm gonna see what else is on at that time.
See, but to me, I can't rank both Civil War and Ultron, and to all three of those movies don't rank on the same as Civil War to me. You can't put them in the same category.
I see why you were talking about adding the sixth ranking, because I would almost say at this point that D should be DC movies, and C should be, this is below standard for MCU, but still much higher than DC.
So are we trying to move everything down a rung?
I don't know. We'll keep it the way it is.
I'm telling you, man, Civil War's got to be an A. It's got to be an A.
I'm going to give you an A on this, but only because it splits the difference.
Oh, my gosh. Fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. Captain Marvel.
Here comes the controversy.
Captain Marvel.
But if he didn't break a foot like Tom Cruise, did he? Oh, that's just because Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise.
Oh, man. Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Now, I heard the same thing for Captain Marvel from my wife's cousin.
Okay.
Who has 2 young daughters.
Okay.
It's the same thing as you said about Black Panther.
Okay.
The impact for her daughters being able to see a superhero on the same level as everyone else, that's a girl that represents them.
Yep.
It's important.
Yep.
So I understand the importance of it. Also, if you just took that out, I actually really enjoyed Captain Marvel. It was a fun movie.
Yeah, I thought it was a great movie.
I don't know if it's because I'm a 90s kid and it was nostalgic as fuck, but I liked it. If we're going with the same rankings that we just set a precedence for, I don't know if it's an A category for me. I don't know if I saw it, I would immediately stop and watch it. I think it is a solid B.
Yeah. I'll give it a B.
Give it a B.
I feel like the next one is actually probably going to be better than this one, but I'll give it a B.
And the next one is the Marvels, right? That's where we're also getting Miss Marvel.
Yes.
Ms. Marvel. No comment. All right, fair enough. We're moving on then. I can see that this is Thor, but I can't see the word below it.
The Dark World. This is probably where we're going to disagree again.
Okay, you're going to have to remind me, because the only Thor movie that I can pick out of a crowd is the first one, because the second one I was drunk during the first one, but I was super drunk during the second one.
Well, this is the second one.
This is the second one. Is this the one where he gets chained up and he's like having to talk to a demon?
That's the third one.
That's the third one. Okay, the third one I don't remember any of.
So the second one, Jane gets the Power Stone, not the Power Stone, the Reality Stone in her.
Okay. And
then the Dark Elves are coming because they are trying to use that power to combine different realities.
This is a D movie to me. And this is why I say so. Is the same reason why I said that why I agreed that the first Justice League was absolutely terrible. I have zero memory of it.
Okay. I would give it a C.
Okay.
It's still better than the third one, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I would give it a C.
I'll go with the C because, it's on the same level as a DC movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Thor.
Doctor Strange up next.
Ooh.
Cape a flapping.
Right? This is a high B, low A for me. I love Doctor Strange, and the movie is fantastic. And I guess Kevin Feige is getting a lot of crap for casting Tilda Swinton right now. But all in all, fantastic movie.
Yeah, so he got a lot of crap before the movie came out because of the casting of recasting someone who was of an Asian male descent to a white lady.
Yeah, and I guess his comments I read from last or earlier this week was he thought he was being progressive by putting a woman in such a high power position.
Yeah,
but yeah, is what it is at this point.
Well, I mean, to me, and this is kind of like the effects of Iron Man 3 and the whole Mandarin switcheroo. Where you had Kevin Spacey, or was it Kevin Spacey?
No, it was
what's his face?
Shit, the guy who played Gandhi.
The guy who plays everybody who's white.
and is he white? I thought he was actually Indian.
No,
he's
a white dude.
Fuck.
He's British or something.
I'm getting
some
canceled. He is British. I'm getting so fucking canceled.
But anyways, yeah. So you go from that in Iron Man 3, and they're promoting him as Mandarin, and everybody's pissed off because they're like, "Hey, that's not the Mandarin." And then Iron Man 3 happens, and then you go from that, and then Doctor Strange happens a year later, and you're like, here we go again.
Ben Kingsley.
Yes, Sir Ben Kingsley. Excuse us. Sorry.
Yes. No, he ain't a sir. I ain't fucking British. We won that
war. But anyways, so you go from
hell
that.
Of an actor.
Yeah, hell of an actor. But you go from that, and then you go again, and you do it again in Doctor Strange after you already heard the outcry about the Mandarin. So that's why he got a lot of gripe about it again. Yeah. In Doctor Strange. But yes, to me, Doctor Strange is... I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said high B, low A. Because I do a double
I'll
take.
Give it a B.
You give it a B?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go with B. Because here's the thing, is that when I see this on TV, I will give it a double take.
Yeah.
I don't immediately check what else is on. What is that?
That is Endgame.
Endgame.
Might as well put it up in S. I mean,
yeah,
are you going to argue?
I'm not going to fight that one.
All right.
Endgame is an S. Fight us in the comments, chat, if you want. Ragnarok. This is the last one that came out, right?
That to me is a D. I do not like Thor Ragnarok.
This is where we went to Planet Hulk.
Yes. And this is where it turned into a buddy cop movie, and I hated every second of it.
Really?
Yes. D.
I like that movie.
Hate that movie.
That is at least a C.
Nah, not in my book, but... I mean, we can split the difference if you want, but to me, Thor Ragnarok is a D.
Because I feel like there are other movies on this list that are going to be solid Ds.
This is why I wanted to make an F category.
You wanted to put Thor Ragnarok as an F?
No, I wanted to put Iron Man 3 as an F.
Oh my god, yeah, because we're not even going to wait. Iron Man 3 is going into the D category now.
So, okay, fine. We can put Thor Ragnarok as a C.
I'm putting it as a C, yeah.
But to me, it is hot trash. I hate that movie.
Without Thor Ragnarok, though,
what
Fat Thor wouldn't have been a thing. Because
he was a thing because of Infinity War. He lost everybody, so he got PTSD.
Yes, but it wouldn't have made sense.
He's a friend from work.
Because prior to Thor Ragnarok, Thor was the I'm a god. Give me another, son of John. He's too serious. You needed a movie that broke that. And broke it so solidly that now you understand, okay, he is a creature of complex emotions.
So the only thing that Ragnarok gives us is that it gives us Thor unlocking his mind on how his powers work. The whole time he thought that his powers derived from his hammer. Yeah. And they don't for him.
You're the god of hammers?
However, his hammer does give his powers to other people.
It channels the power.
No. Odin enchanted the hammer, saying that for whoever holds this hammer possesses the power of Thor.
Oh, that's right.
So anybody who can yield that hammer possesses the power of Thor.
This is another conversation for another day. What happened to Mjolnir once Captain Rogers gave it up? Okay, moving on. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1.
The first one?
First one.
So the first one will probably be a B or an A for me.
I am going to say A, simply on the fact that there's a portion of the movie, not in the middle, but if you broke it up into quarters, the third quarter of the movie is god awfully slow for me. The rest of it's fun though, and it's another one of those movies where I don't really question if it's on. I'm probably going to put it on, so I'm willing to give this an A.
Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll probably give it an A too, because at the end it did try to break you with Groot dying, with Peter seeing his dying mom on the bed. She's saying, "Take my hand," and Gamora's like, "Take my hand." Okay,
and it wasn't even necessarily that; it was the John C. Reilly scenes. I love John C. Reilly. The man is hilarious. He was miscast in this movie. But I'm gonna put this in an A.
Yeah. Okay.
We are really even. Look at this. Look at this right here. We have a bell curve, ladies and gentlemen. We have a bell curve.
All right, Hulk
D.
So this is who made this movie, because it was part Marvel, part I can't remember who was it. Was it TriPoint? Somebody. Who cares? Anyways, whatever. It's a C. In my opinion.
Yeah, see, I'm putting D.
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 Really?
Yeah.
Because you don't like Edward Norton, or this isn't the Eric Bana Hulk. That's the one with the dogs and he has daddy issues and whatnot. That's not this one.
This isn't the one where he's throwing tanks halfway around the world?
No. This is the one where you get Thunderbolt Ross, and Thunderbolt Ross is in all of MCU. So it at least gave us that. You get the mindset of Bruce trying to control the Hulk. So it's a good. Like I said, it's a C.
Yeah, I'll give it a C.
It's not Marvel level because it's not an MCU movie, but yeah, it's a C.
We'll give it a C. The fuck is this one?
Iron Man 2.
Oh god, I thought it was Ghost Rider. I was about to say S.
Oh my god! I remember going to the theaters with all those bikers in that theater, and they were just like, "What is this?"
All the bikers in Terrain. Monica, nerds. You're welcome to the podcast. Janelle, Hulk is for sure a D for me. Yeah, babe, we agree on that one. All right, Iron Man 2. So this is where we got Don Cheadle.
This is where we got Don Cheadle starting to phone it in.
This was his first movie.
I stand by my statement.
Oh, man.
Come at me, Don.
You know what? It's hard. It's hard to go from Ocean's 11, 12, and 13, being Badger to being this. I'm giving. I don't know, man. Iron Man 2. I kind of feel like this is a low C, high D for me. Like I
say it's better. It's definitely better than Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
So we can put it as a C.
I'm putting it as a C. Yeah. We have lost the bell curve.
So the original Iron Man, the one that set off the MCU.
I mean, does it get legacy status because of that? Or do we have to vote on it based on its merits?
It's got to be based on its merits.
This is a low B, high C for me.
Okay. I mean, I would say it's probably a B or an A. I would give it a B if we're gonna split hairs.
Oh, you're saying A?
Yeah, I mean, it was still a good movie.
See, that's the thing. The Iron Man movies, like, they had moments. Like, honestly, and I think this was in Iron Man 3. I can't remember exactly. Because Iron Man 2 was with Whiplash. Iron Man 3 is where he started really showing the cracks in his own mentality, is where, like, he landed in the middle of Indiana and had that scene with the kid. Like, that scene was fantastic. The rest of the movie was hot garbage.
And I hated the scene with the kid. The rest of the movie to me was great because better than that.
I just love the opposite. You're just like, that scene was trash.
Because
fuck that kid.
If you think about Iron Man and you think about his, he had an addiction to his suits.
Yeah.
So for him to have
the power.
No, not even to the power. That was his addiction in the comics and everything. He was addicted to his suits. So in the MCU, that's why he kept making more suits, because he had an addiction to him that way. He wanted to create more.
That makes sense. I gotta fix something real quick for everybody.
Okay. Perfect.
Moving on up. All right.
So I mean, I would agree with Monica. Iron Man is an A, but we can put it as a B.
Yeah, I'll put it as B. I'll put it as B.
All right.
For its historical significance, I'll give it a B.
Gotcha.
It was the first. Just because it was the first doesn't mean it was good, though.
Oh, man, we're going to get into some... Here we go. All right.
Avengers.
Infinity War.
Infinity War. That's an S.
Yeah.
Yeah. No questions.
No questions.
That is. I mean, yeah. And Robert Downey Jr.'s return. I mean, that is true. Although we had to live through that goatee of his. Far From Home?
Far From Home.
Ooh, this is an A. This is a solid A for me.
So I would give it an A as well, too, just because of the fact that they did Mysterion correctly.
Yeah.
Back when I was seeing the trailers and I was like, Mysterio's not a hero. What are we doing? Why is he a hero? And then they did the swerve and I was like, perfect. Yeah. You did it right. He's supposed to be trying to trick everybody.
Matt's all of a sudden turned into a hater. Babe, have we not been talking enough recently? Of all of the flavors in the world, I chose to be bitter and salty.
Yes.
Oh, what's up, Keek?
Far From Home, yes.
An A?
So
yes,
now we go back to Homecoming.
Also an A.
Also an A?
Yeah.
I would give Homecoming a B. Okay. Michael Keaton carried that movie.
Oh, he really did. Peter Tingle. He did carry that movie. He was. I hate that Michael Keaton's character can't come back. He's dead, or he's gone.
No, he's in jail.
He's in jail.
Yeah, he can't come back.
So okay, so if they did like a Sinister Six,
yeah,
he could come. He
would
back.
Still be Vulture.
Good, because he is, in my opinion, top 3 of the villains in the MCU.
Yeah,
you've got
because he was relatable.
Yo, yeah,
he was super down on his luck. I'm doing this to get my family through. I need the money. I need my guys to have money. We got no work. This is all I can do.
He was Walter White.
Yeah,
he is Walter White. So that puts it into an A category.
Nope. Chad's agreeing with me. It's a B. It's a
B. All right, man. I'll put it as a B. I mean, you are talking honestly interchangeable for me as far as MCU villains go. I mean, you're talking Thanos, Vulture, and you know what? Pick a third, because honestly, it's just the top 2 at that point. Jesus. They're interchangeable for me. All right, the original Thor. Now, I was hammered in this movie. I remember it though.
So the original Thor.
Shout out to Sarah for sneaking in my booze.
The original Thor was a visual masterpiece.
Oh,
that movie looked phenomenal. That's when they were starting to really push 3D hard, and I was like, man, we should have saw this in 3D. Oh. Because when they did the Bifrost teleport and you were going through those lights, you were just like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah. Well, and it was also storyline wise too. It stood out. We were getting used to the idea of superhero movies, but what did we have before this? Iron Man and X-Men?
Yeah.
This was a complete swerve. I'm willing to give it an A. I'm comfortable with a B. It's no lower than that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is it on Civil War level? No, it's got to be a B. It's got to be a B.
Okay, I'm fine putting it as a B. Because this is another one of those movies, when it comes on, I'm going to do a double take and be like, do I?
Yeah. The original Batman.
Michael Keaton, yeah. All right, final movie, though, that we've come to. Captain America.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. This is where he's chasing down Bucky.
This is where he's chasing down Bucky. To me, it's better than the first Captain America, so I would put it on the A ranking if we're going just on that alone. Winter Soldier, yes, it gave us the Bucky swerve, which, if you were into the comics, you kind of thought, hey, how's Bucky coming back? Is he coming back as old man Bucky and being married to Peggy, or is he coming back as a villain? We got the villain. So.
We not only got a villain, but we got a quintessential piece of the next chapter in the MCU.
Yeah.
In which, I'm going to be honest, I know enough about the comics to feel comfortable in some of the conversations, not enough to go full, whole ham into it.
Yeah.
I never saw Bucky. I thought he was going to be a throwaway villain. I thought he was going to come in, he was going to fight Captain for a little bit, and then they were going to kill him off.
Huh.
And then when you saw him walk out armless in Wakanda, I was like, oh shit, no, he's a big deal. So I'm willing to give it an A. And it looks like chat is also agreeing with that. I'm willing to put it as an A.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with that, we kind of get our bell curve back. My OCD brain is feeling great, which, by the way, I don't have OCD. So those with OCD, this is not an attack on you. But in particular,
I mean, we have some disagreements.
Now the graph looks like the middle finger. Perfect.
We have some disagreements. We have some very strong agreements, and then we met some middle road. So, I mean,
I like this.
It's there.
And if I knew how to take a screenshot on the Mac, I would, but I don't.
Unfortunately, chat, we had some other topics we wanted to get to tonight, but it's running on our time. It's up to you if you wanted to get into one of them or not.
What is, look, give him a teaser.
So one of our other topics where it's going to be taking up the fact on, for Phase 4, what movie do you feel doesn't need to be in Phase 4 or a made movie at all? And then in terms of spoiler filled, what we feel like is coming up on the horizon.
Because we got quite a bit coming up in Phase 4. So I just pulled up the image of it. And I know we talked about this in an earlier episode, but just to reiterate, we've got Black Widow, which was supposed to come out in May.
Which was supposed to come out 2 years ago. But
Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, New Doctor Strange, and the Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and War,
Love
and Thunder, Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, which is now the Marvels, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Blade, Quantumanium.
Ant-Man.
Okay. Yeah. Supposedly, Fantastic Four.
Yep.
And we still have Loki, What If, Ms. Marvel, Hawkeye.
TV shows,
yeah. She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Secret Invasion, which,
I can't wait.
Good. Ironheart, Armor Wars, I Am Groot, and the Guardians of the Galaxy
Christmas
Holiday Special.
So if we want to go into that in terms of saying what we feel like shouldn't be in Phase 4, we can, but we can save it for next time.
Yeah, we have gone past an hour, so if you guys need to hit the hay, or if you have some confectionery snacks that you're willing to share with your husband,
Jesus.
I have cake waiting for me. I hope I have cake waiting for me. Do I have cake waiting for me? Give me a sign. You know what? I haven't seen any chats come through. You know what? Let's just call it at that. Okay. I think this is a good list.
Yeah.
Next week we can dabble into Phase 4.
Yep.
If we feel so inclined. This has been good, especially bounce back from last week.
Yeah. Ooh. Don't read the comments. All right. Well, chat, we're going to chime out before a comment comes through.
Oh, we have a comment coming through? But I want to see the comment. I ate it. It's in the fridge.
Oh God.
That pause was a mini heart attack.
Anyways, chat, it's been real good. We got back on stride this week. If you watched this last week, I mean, that's how it happens sometimes with the podcast.
Does happen.
Miss. So.
Also, give us a heads up. We're trying out new logos. What do you think of WandaVision? Absolutely stunning. We actually did talk about that in a previous episode. So if you want to go back, I don't remember which episode it was. Watch them all. From beginning to end.
Yes, as a short recap with WandaVision, phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, fantastic. If we had to put it on a ranking if we had to do TV shows, it'd be an S ranking.
And actually, Monica, if you tune in, when you tune in next time, because we just assume that you're going to come back, we will be talking about something in terms of Wanda for spoilers for what we feel like is coming up on the horizon.
Yeah. So check us out. Leave us some comments. Also take a look at the logo down in the left-hand corner. We're trying out some new stuff that may be changing here in the future. We're just trying to get a feel for stuff. I'm making them so they look terrible. But don't worry, we will get a professional involved eventually. But yeah, so for the fat fellow himself, me, Matt Jones, and Jay Spoon, Josh Weatherspoon, we're out.
Peace out, guys. Have a good